Hello everyone, today our topic is how to create Teamup event for new Elementor form submission. So I'm using Elementor form and I'm using this form to create a new booking, to schedule an appointment or to create a new event. And here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission from Elementor form, then automatically I'm going to capture the detail of that form submission and I'm going to use these form submission details to create a new event in Teamup. So for this, what I need to do is I need to build a connection between Elementor form and Teamup. So for building this connection, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing software for automation and integration. In Pabbly Connect, I have to use trigger and action. In trigger application, I'm going to use Elementor form. In action application, I'm going to use Teamup. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, let me take you to my computer screen. I hope all you can see my computer screen, and today we are going to see that how we can create Teamup events for new Elementor form submission. So I have created a form in Elementor form, and now whenever someone wants to book an appointment or a meeting or a new event, then they can fill that form and I will get all the form submission detail. Now by using all these form submission details, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new event in my Teamup calendar. So I want to fill all my form submission details to create a new event in Teamup. So here my objective is that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission detail from Elementor form, then automatically by using all these form submission details, I'm going to create a new event in Teamup calendar. So I want all this to happen automatically. So for that, what I need to do is I need to create an automation and a connection between Elementor form and Teamup, and that too without any coding and programming skills. So how I'm going to build this connection? For that, I need to use Pabbly Connect. And now with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection between Elementor form and Teamup in such a way that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission from Elementor form, then automatically I'm going to use all these form submission details to create a new event in Teamup. So how I can use Pabbly Connect and how I can build this connection? For that, I need to open a new tab and search for pabbly.com/connect. And it will take us to this landing page of Pabbly Connect. Here we have two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you don't have any account with Pabbly Connect, then you just have to click on this sign up for free button and it will take only 2 minutes of your time and you will get 100 tasks free every month. Or if you already have an account, you can just sign in and you will get to see this page. So these are all the apps that Pabbly offers and we are going to use Pabbly Connect here. For that, I need to click here on this Access Now button under Pabbly Connect and it will direct us to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Here this is the workflow section and we can see all the workflows that we will create here. This is the folder section. We can create new folder here and we can save any workflow in any particular folder that we want. Now here I want to create a new workflow. For that, I need to click here on this create workflow button and this window will pop up. Here I have to name my workflow, so I'm going to name it as my objective, which is to create Teamup event for new Elementor form submission. And now I have to select the folder where I want to save my workflow. So I'm going to open this tab and in this tab I will find all the folders that I have created in my Pabbly Connect account. And here I'm going to use this particular folder of Teamup. So I'm going to select this and I'm going to save my workflow in this particular folder. So I need to click on create and it will take us to this most important window of our workflow. Here we have two boxes, trigger and action. So these are the two main principles on which our workflow works on. And trigger says when this happens, action says do this. So trigger is going to be the first step that will get executed in our workflow and action will just follow that. So we have to set up our trigger first and here my trigger application is going to be Elementor form. So I'm going to select Elementor here and now I have to give a trigger event. So I'm going to open this tab and new form submission will be my trigger event. So I'm going to select this and now I need to connect Elementor with Pabbly Connect. And for connecting Elementor with Pabbly Connect in my workflow, I'm going to use this webhook URL and this webhook URL is going to work as a bridge between Elementor and Pabbly Connect. Now for connecting these two accounts in my workflow, I need to follow all these instructions. So first I'm going to copy this webhook URL. Now I'm going to take you to my WordPress account and here in WordPress, I have Elementor form as my plugin. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to first search for my Elementor form in this pages section. So here I'm going to search for that Elementor form that I want to use. So here I want to use this particular Elementor form which is named as Teamup event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here on this button of added with Elementor. So this is my form and I have all these details in my form. Now what I need to do is I need to first click on this pencil icon button. And here I'm going to scroll down. And here I have this option of actions after submit. So I'm going to open this tab. And here what I need to do is I need to add my action. So in the action, I'm going to search for webbook. And I'm going to select webbook here. Now what I need to do is I need to give my webbook URL. So I'm going to open this tab. And here in this webbook URL, I'm going to paste that webbook URL that I have copied from Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to paste that here. And now I need to click on update. So here I have successfully updated my form and I have added my webbook URL. So I have connected Elementor form with Pabbly Connect. Now here in Pabbly Connect, we can see it is waiting for webbook response. So how I'm going to get this webbook response? For that, I need to go to my Elementor form and I need to make a form submission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my form. So this is my form which is named as Teamup event. And here I have all these tabs. So I'm going to fill all these details here. So first I need to give a name. So my name will be demo user. Email will be demoUser@pabblytudes.com. And now I have to give a event title. So my event title will be team meeting. And now I have to give a note. So my note will be, this is a daily team meeting. So this is going to be the description and the note of my event. Now I have to give a start date. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to select my start date, which is going to be 6th of May 2024. Similarly, I have to give a start time. So my start time will be of 12 PM. And now I have to give an end date. So my end date will be of the same day, which will be 6th of May 2024. And I'm going to give an end time. So my end time will be of 12:30 PM. So this is going to be my end time. And now I have to click on send. And here my submission was successful. So I have submitted my form and I have created a new form submission in Elementor form. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here in Pabbly Connect, we can see I have received the response. So in the form response, I have all these details of my event. So here I have the name, which is demo user. I have the event title, which is named as team meeting. I have the start time, which is 12 PM. I have the start date, which is 6th of May 2024. I have the note or the description of my event, which is this is a daily team meeting. And here I have the end time, which is 12:30 PM. I have the end date, which is 6th of May 2024. And I have the email, which is demoUser@pabblytudes.com. So here I have received all these form submission details. And now what I need to do is I need to use all these details to create a new event in Teamup. So for that, what I need to do is I need to set up my actions tab. So I'm going to open this tab. And here my action application is going to be Teamup. So I'm going to select Teamup here. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab. And in this, I have this option of create an event. So I'm going to select this. And now I'm going to connect Teamup with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. I will click on add new connection. And for connecting Teamup with Pabbly Connect, I need an API key and the calendar key. So for the API key, what you need to do is you need to register your application in requesting an API key for free. So what you need to do is you need to first submit your application to get the API key from Teamup. And after submitting the application, you are going to get your API key and you need the calendar key. So how we can get this calendar key? For that, let me take you to my Teamup account. And here I will click on this 3-bar button. And in this, I will go to settings. Now in settings, I have this option of sharing. So I'm going to open that. And here in sharing, I have to create a new link. So I'm going to click here on this create link button. And now I have to give a name. So my link name is going to be Elementor form. So this is going to be my link name. Now I have to scroll down and I have to first select my calendar. So I'm going to open this tab and in this I'm going to select this option of selected calendars. So I'm going to select this and now I have to give the permission to my calendars. So I'm going to open this tab and I'm going to give permission to all my calendars as modify. And similarly, I'm going to give my default permission. So I'm going to open this tab and modify will be my default permission. So I'm going to select this and now I have to click on save. And here I have successfully created this link. Now what I need to do is I need to copy this link. I will go back to Pabbly Connect and here I'm going to paste that link. Now what I need is I need the calendar key. So just for the calendar key, I'm going to clear all this before my key. So all this after this teamup.com/ is my key. So I'm going to clear all this. And now I need the API key. So I have already registered for an application for the API key. So I have received the API key from my Teamup account. So I'm going to paste my API key here. So this is my API key and the calendar key. Now what I need to do is I need to click on save. And I have successfully connected Teamup with Pabbly Connect. Now what I need to do is I need to first select my sub calendar. So in this I'm going to use this events calendar. And if you want to select any other sub calendar, then what you need to do is you need to open this tab and you will find all the calendars that you have in your Teamup account. So you can select any calendar here. I'm going to use this events calendar. So I'm going to select that. Now here I have all these tabs to create a new event in my Teamup account. So first I need the event title. So I have received all these details as a response from my Elementor form submission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use all those details and I'm going to map those details here in these tabs. So for that, what I need to do is I need to use mapping. And what mapping is a technique through which I can retrieve the data from the previous tabs, and the data that is changing will get replaced with the new data in the real time. So for mapping, I need to click here. I will open the response of Elementor form. And here I have the event title. So I'm going to map this. So this is going to be my event title. And now I need the start date and time. So for the start date and time, what I need is I need my start date and time in this particular format. But I'm not receiving my response in this particular format, and I want my start date and time in ETC UTC time zone. So what I need to do is I need to first change the time zone of my start date and time and end date and time. And I want to change that time zone and format of my date. So for that, what I need to do is I need to set up more actions tab between these two tabs of Elementor form and Teamup. So for that, I need to click here on this add actions tab button. And for changing the time zone of my start date and time and end date and time, I'm going to use a tool that is date and time formatter. So I'm going to select that. And now I have to give an action event. So I'm going to open this tab. And here format time zone only will be my action event. So I'm going to select this. And I'm going to connect date and time formatter with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. And here I need to give the date first. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Elementor. And here I'm going to map my start date first. And between my start date and time, I'm going to put T here. And now I have to give a start time. So I'm going to map that. So this is my date and time. And now what I need to do is I need to change my format and the time zone. So this date is in this particular format. And now I have to give the time zone that this date is in right now. So this is in Asia Kolkata time zone right now. So I'm going to select that. And I want to change this time zone in ETC UTC. So I'm going to select that in this to time zone tab. So I'm going to search for ETC UTC time zone. So I'm going to select that. And now I have filled all the required details. Now what I need to do is I need to click on save and send test request button. And here I have received this result. So in the result, I have received my start date and time. And this is in the particular format that I want. And it is in UTC time zone. Now similarly, I'm going to set up this tab for my end date and time. So I'm going to click here on this add actions tab button. And I'm going to follow the same steps. So I'm going to select date and time formatter here. I'm going to select my action event. So my action event will be format time zone only. And I'm going to connect date and time formatter with Pabbly Connect. So I'll click here on connect. And now I'm going to map my end date and time. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Elementor. And here this is my end date. Now I'm going to type T here and I'm going to give my end time. Now I have to select my from time zone. So that will be Asia Kolkata. So I'm going to select that. And I have to give my to time zone, which will be ETC UTC. So I'm going to select that. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request button. And here I have received my end date and time. So I have received my start date and time and end date and time in the particular format and in that particular time zone that I want. So I'm going to open this tab of Teamup. And here I'm going to map my start date first. So I'm going to click here. I will first open this response of date and time formatter. And in the result, I have my start date and time. So I'm going to map this. Similarly, I'm going to map my end date and time. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of date and time formatter. And here this is my result. So I'm going to map this. Now what I need to do is I need to give the notes or the description of my event. So I'm going to click here. I will open the response of Elementor. And here this is the note of my event. So I'm going to click here. And here I have mapped all the required details. Now what is going to happen is that every time I'm going to receive a new form submission from Elementor form, then automatically I'm going to receive new details of an event. So I have mapped all these details here. So I have made all these details dynamic. Now whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, then I'm going to receive new responses. So all those new responses are going to get replaced here, and I'm going to receive new responses in real time. So now what I need to do is I need to scroll down, and I'm going to click on Save and Send Test Request button. And here we can see I have received the response. So this is a positive response, and this means that I have created a new event in my Teamup account. Now to check this, let me take you to Teamup. I will go back to calendar, and here in my calendar I have created this new event which is on date of 6th of May 2024, and I'm going to open this event. So the title of this event is Team Meeting, and the start date and time is 6th of May 2024 12 PM, and the end date and time is 6th of May 2024 12:30 PM. And here I have the description of my event, which is this is a daily team meeting. So here we can see that I have used all the details that I have filled in my form submission in Elementor form, and automatically I have used those details to create a new event in Teamup. So here my connection between Elementor form and Teamup is working successfully, and whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission from Elementor form, then automatically by using that form submission details, I'm going to create a new event in Teamup. So here I have used all the details that I have received as a response from Elementor form, and I have used those details to create a new event. Now I'm going to close this, and to check this in real time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my Elementor form, and I'm going to fill all these details here. So I'm going to give my name. So my name will be test user, email will be testuser@pabblytudes.com, and I have to give a event title. So my event title will be of science webinar. I'm going to give a note. So my note will be, this is a webinar to understand the concepts of atom, and I'm going to give a start date that will be 7th of May. I'm going to give a time that will be 1 PM, and now I have to give an end date. My end date will be same, and my end time will be of 1:30 PM. Now what I need to do is I need to click on send, and here I have successfully submitted my form. Now what should happen is that automatically by using all these details of my form submission, a new event should be created in my Teamup account. So to check this, let me take you back to Teamup. I'm going to refresh this. And here on my Teamup calendar, we can see I have created this new event, which is named as Science Webinar, and I have created this on the date of 7th of May. So I'm going to open this event. So the title is Science Webinar, and the start date and time is 7th of May 2024 1 PM, and the end date and time is 7th of May 2024 1:30 PM. Here I have the description, which is this is a webinar to understand the concepts of atom, and here we can see that these are all the details that I've just filled in my Elementor form. And here we can see that I've used all those details to create a new event in my Teamup account. So here my connection between Elementor and Teamup is working successfully. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect. And here with the help of Pabbly Connect, I have created this automation and connection between Elementor form and Teamup in such a way that whenever I'm going to receive a new Elementor form submission, then automatically I'm going to create a new event in Teamup. So let's summarize what we did here. So first I have set up my trigger, and my trigger application was Elementor, and my trigger event was new form submission. Then I have set up my action steps, and first I have used date and time formatter to format the time zone of my start and end date and time. Then in the last I have used Teamup as my action application, and my action event was create an event. So this is how I have successfully created this workflow, and you can also create this workflow by following all the steps that I did in my workflow. And I'm also going to put the link of my workflow in the description, so you can check it out from there. And thank you for watching this video. Not just these applications, you can automate and integrate a lot more applications like this by using Pabbly Connect. So if you want to reach out to us, then email us at support@pabbly.com. And if you have any queries, then you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any issue with the pricing, then you can visit this link. And if you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.